Hi everyone, my name is Adam Fox. I'm youth pastor at Spokane First Assembly.
And I'm Justin Farley, planting a church in the Tri-Cities.
We are currently standing in Washington, D.C., overlooking the city and all the monuments, everything that you see on postcards kind of behind us here. We spent this entire week on a missions trip with 15 people, doing ministry, sweating, working, training, learning, doing anything that God asked us to do. This was a trip we've been putting together for several months now. These students who are here from First Assembly have been working hard, sending support letters. We've been chopping wood, whatever it takes to get us here. They did it. We raised the funds, which was a miracle from God. And we've been spending this week just letting God pour into our lives as we pour our lives out. And I can't say how much you can watch the other blogs or vlogs for what we've actually done, but we spent some time working at People's Church, which is in Maryland. We spent some time working with National Community Church and just catching a little bit of their heart for this city, for the people of this city, which is huge. One of our dreams and our goals for this trip was to teach students to dream big, to work hard, and pursue God with all their lives. And at the end of our trip, I can safely say, as we walk away, that's what's happened.
That's absolutely what took place. It was an absolute delight. What'd you say?
Delightful.
To be here this week and to be with your team. Two things that really stick out to me about this youth ministry is their joy. Everywhere they went, everything they did, they had a huge smile on their face. Sometimes I think they had a little bit too much fun, and often it was at the expense of us. But other than that, but joy and hard work. They rarely ever complained. Ray, what was his last name? I don't remember. But anyway, Ray, he even commented at People's Church that how hard they worked, how much they got done, how many rooms, how quickly, how excellent it was, how different it looked in just a couple of 3 days at the People's Church. And so they would make you proud. They represented Spokane First, and more importantly, represented Christ. You'd be really proud of who they were and what they did. And a shout out as well to my wife's cousin, Shelby, because she made, come on in Shelby, this is one of the highlights for me, even though she was mean like her mother. She actually was very good to be with and a lot of fun. You can go sit down now. And all right. And so that was a highlight really taken away from that. I don't think Thanksgiving and Christmas will ever be the same for us. And so anyway, Spokane First, they did well.
Yeah, these students exceeded any expectations that we had for this trip. Every single, to each student, everyone exceeded it. And I can't say more than I'm just so proud. Pastor Andy, Nuri, you would be so proud. Parents, you would be so proud. First Assembly, you'd be so proud of the representation that these students have been for you here in DC. It's been my goal as a youth pastor at First Assembly to raise students who will go out into their world and serve God for a lifetime. And we do trips like this to solidify these things, to teach students to dream big, to pursue God, and to give their lives and pour it out. We've had students that even this week, God solidified calls into ministry. We've had students dedicate their lives and say, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to pursue God with all of my heart. We are so proud of what God, of these students and what God did through them. And I just got to say thank you to everyone who's been praying, who's been giving, who's been supporting us on this trip. And every penny was worth it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the time that you've invested in me as youth pastor here at First Assembly and these students. I only see great things coming out of them. In years to come, we're going to look back and say, wow, these students can change the world. Thank you, guys. Love you. Appreciate you. We've had a great trip. Had a great trip with my new friend, Justin Farley. I think is his name.
It was wonderful. It was
memorable. Signing off.